All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of NASholes. We don't have Ben here today. We have our dog, WaveAround. You know, he made that cool design for us earlier in the year, and we were metaphorically blowing him. So,
He's gonna run.
now here he is. And here he is, and he's eye candy. He's the real sex appeal. I really should take that tag off my name now. I do not feel like I am the sex appeal. But anyways, I am Drew Scarvan, joined here as always with Jeff DeBeer. And yeah, we got our dog Wave around here. Well, Wave, can I just call you Wave? I'm gonna call you Wave.
Sure.
Okay.
Call me Seth
Wave,
if you want.
What up, Seth?
I was gonna call you some other words that I said prior, but anyway.
That's
I didn't. It was one that Jeff was yelling out his window to his racially compromised neighbors. Wave, you were at Martinsville.
So I've become racially compromised.
I don't fucking know. All right, so you were at Martinsville, dude. Kind of just like run us down with how that event went for you.
Well, it didn't start off great. We had we were gonna take my grandmother's car, and her tires were low, so we had to fill those up. That was a great start. Drove all the way there. The drive went fine, but I get to the parking lot to go around, and I asked the cop, "Is this general parking?" Sure.
General parking.
This cop did not care. Where I literally drove right. We drove right through the crowd of people just walking.
Wait, like through or over?
We weren't really supposed to be right there, but we zigzagged by the track and got to general parking. But none of the cops there cared.
Gave a shit.
They did not care.
Nice.
It's the best thing about NASCAR races. They don't give a shit.
So then we park and we walk probably half a mile down a steep hill. I go to grab my phone and I left my phone in the car.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so I had to walk all the way back. My wife and dad went to the fan section. I had to walk a mile the opposite direction and come back.
F.
That was, yeah. And then the rest of the day, I mean, we walked around through like the fan zone, looked at stuff, bought this hat.
Nice.
And then we went into the stands, started the race. Halfway through, I got cussed out by a kid.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
It was when Bubba wrecked. He was a Bubba fan, so, and he was being really annoying the whole race. I had to do something.
You're a fucking dick,
I
dude.
couldn't help myself. When he wrecked right in front of us,
My God.
could not turn the wheel. I just yelled, "You're supposed to turn the wheel!" And he turns around like he was mad. And he said, "You can't, or he can't turn the wheel, dumbass." I'm like, I'm busting out laughing, and I just lean over. I was like, "This is the best. Like, that's great." I had to he was just annoying like the entire race. Every time Denny took the lead, he was like flipping off his friend. This kid's like probably 8 years old.
Oh my God.
He's
gonna be a lifelong NASCAR fan. He's primed for it. If he's already flicking someone off at 8 years old, my God.
It was great.
That's amazing, dude.
It was great.
That's fucking awesome.
So this only reinforces Ben's remarks from last episode of keep your kids at home if we were like a teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah, them children ain't allowed around here. And you know what? I think have the kids go to the partner events. Like, there's a great modified race. There's a great O'Reilly race. The Cup race is really long. Yeah. And honestly, it wasn't really an amazing race, in my opinion. I thought it was okay. How was it from your standpoint?
It didn't really seem any different, like in past years. Like, everyone was kind of talking about the horsepower. That doesn't really matter.
Fucking change jack shit.
No. I mean, the tire fall off maybe, but if you have everyone, I mean, they're still in the same boat.
There wasn't enough cautions for there to be strategy, and people were like, "Oh, the stages ruined it." No, the stages are the only reason why I didn't fall asleep.
Yeah.
Because like it was becoming white noise, and like Mike Joy and Clint Boyer and Kevin if they can't keep me entertained, what else am I supposed to do? Like, I shouldn't be reaching for my phone during a race. I should be glued to the TV, because there was a lot of moments where I'm like, this is kind of just like, this is exactly what cars are going in circles. Like, I don't know.
It was a lot quicker. Like, you could just even as a fan, like it. I mean, it went by quick.
Well, that's a good thing, you know. I mean. There's never a bad thing to have a fast race once in a while. And you know, sometimes, I mean, our races are long. We're essentially an endurance series because of how it is. And I really I want to throw another 100 horsepower at it and see if that changes anything. I'm of the firm belief, if we just keep throwing horsepower at the problem, it'll eventually go away. You know, who says that's wrong? Probably a lot of people. I mean, we used to have these 900 horsepower frickin' bricks, and they would just zip around the track. Let's go back to the brick and zip around the track. I'm not saying go back to the car tomorrow. But that car was
Please don't.
No, that car was. As much as we look back at it as like, oh, that was a fun era of NASCAR, the racing genuinely sucked, unless it was like at a short track. And it's interesting how NASCAR has flipped. It's like, because we used to dread going to mile and a half. It's like, oh great, Texas, oh great, Las Vegas, oh great, all these mile and a half kind of cookie cutter tracks. Now we dread going to like the Darlingtons and the Martinsvilles and the Bristol's. I mean, Bristol's been ruined for multiple years, but that's another story. I liked it when it was covered in dirt. Those races were fun. As much as people like, they should go to another. I don't care. Bristol is a world-class facility, and it should be covered in dirt because it's funny.
I regret not going to it when I wanted to.
I freaking loved it because, I mean, for whatever reason, Michael McDowell was really good at it, and he always did little tricks on the track, too.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, and he was like, and Michael McDowell, and he keeps spinning out, what the fuck? And it was like, I don't get why this road course guy is good at dirt. Like, that never made sense to me. Yeah. And I remember that first race where Alfredo just fucking ate shit on lap 6, and it was no fault of his own. That was like the story of his year when he was with Front Row. He just kept getting he kept getting ass blasted by other cars. Sometimes it was his fault, other times it wasn't. That was not one of the times it was his fault, but goddamn, did his car... was it destroyed? Like, there were fluids leaking everywhere, and like, I loved that race. Like, I love that. I know fans were like, oh, we shouldn't do it, and I think the weather was a part of it. I think we need to, I mean, no matter what NASCAR does, rain will somehow follow it. It's just, if you have a drought, you should call NASCAR. I firmly believe that. Every time we try to do Chicago, rain. And it's like, this is not the rainy season. It's just like, hey, record rain. I guarantee when we go to the freaking base in San Diego, it's going to rain.
Don't tell me that.
I want to.
I'm going to be there. Don't tell me that.
If I was a sports bettor, or if I was going to do the prediction market,
isn't California in a major drought? Isn't California in a major drought?
We'll find a way to bring rain. Don't worry.
We'll magically bring water back to California.
Rain racing is always super fun because none of our guys know how to do it. It's super fun. I mean, remember how many times Noah Gragson got stuck in the tire barrier? That was fun. And John Hunter doing the same fucking shit. By the way, John Hunter's a bitch for this race, too. Like, dude was a menace on the track. I mean, I used to like John Hunter, and now I'm like, someone fucking put him in the fence. Like, my God, I fucking can't with that little tiny man that has no facial hair that looks like he's 12.
He was racing Denny hard for the lead early.
Why?
But you can just, like, I saw it and I'm like, what is he doing?
I'm all for fighting.
I think he was trying to impress his new owner, Hootie, from Hootie and the Blowfish.
Oh, right.
Yeah. He was like, dude, I got to get him on my side. How do I do it? Oh, yeah, I'm just going to be a menace.
I mean, I get fighting for being on the lead lap, but once you're already a lap down, get the fuck out of the way. Get the fuck out of the way. Blue, yellow flag, and be like, if you don't fucking move, we're gonna fucking put nails in your tires. Like, I don't care. I mean, I've been a firm believer of the strip of nails rule. I used to go to the New Hampshire races, and we used to have like 100+. This was before stage cautions. To have like 100+ green flag runs, and it's just like, throw a strip of nails out there. I want to take a piss. And it's like those races would be fucking boring at times. I mean, like, I think I fell asleep 1 or 2 times when I went, but they were just, the white noise was immaculate, I will say. But it's just the strip of nails rule. We need to, I mean, that's essentially what the stage cautions are, but I think like we need to split them even more in half. Just say fuck it and strip of nails. That's what we should do. You just want to see more torn up race cars.
I don't have anything bad to say about that idea. I think that might be an awesome little, let's do it at the All-Star race. Like last year, when Michael Waltrip threw out that caution. I think at some random point, Michael Waltrip should go back out there and just throw.
When he dropped the flag, I was so pissed. I was like, all right, dude, get the fuck out of here. Retire, fucking tire. Sorry.
Honestly,
I hate Waltrip.
I was ecstatic because I was like, if anyone to do it, it was Mikey Waltrip.
He needs to retire. Oh my God.
I love his chaos, but it can be a detriment. But anyways, yeah, no. Instead of just having like a scheduled, caution that he can throw out, just have him throw out a freaking like a nail strip. Yeah, or like one of those police strips that have like the spikes on it, and then
that's what I want. That's all I want.
Dude, and there's plenty of law enforcement there. They gotta have at least one on them.
I know, right? It's just, and only do it a few times a year. but had the fans clamoring for like the strip of nails, bringing them out, and it's just like,
Dude,
and then you do it, and the crowd will go fucking nuts.
That's what I'm saying, the All-Star race.
The old heads will be like, "This isn't racing," and I'll be like, "This is fucking awesome."
The All-Star race is the one race every year that, like, if you don't win it, you just dread being at it, you know? So, like, nobody takes it very seriously. So that's why I think it'd be the perfect time to just
I don't even get why we still do it. I honestly, I fucking hate it. I dread that weekend because it's just, no one wants to be there. Half the field doesn't even try. The Open is the only decent race because they're trying to get in the show, but those cars will never fucking win. Like, they're in the Open for a reason. I hate to say it, but, like, I'm a front row fan. We're not going to fucking win the All-Star race unless it's at a road course. It's not going to happen. I mean, that was when we had McDowell, and we're only going to win an All-Star race if it's at fucking Daytona. It's like, I mean, unless, like, Zane Smith is on steroids or Todd gets the good car that week, I don't know. I don't see Gregson doing it. But I mean, Gregson will get the fan vote, and that'll be really fun, but he's just not going to win. I'll watch the race, I'll cheer on my guys, and I'll be happy to cheer on the sponsors and stuff, but it's just like, give the guys a week off. Or do something so crazy, like run all three series. Have the chase drivers from all three series, just from the last season, get in the things and just say, have at it. This is going to be a race. We're going to have class winners, and we're going to have an overall winner. Go. That would be fun. That would be fucking awesome. And only the winner, and the winner gets $10 million. Only the winner gets money. That is not how it is
right now.
Nope. No, you get a small purse if you show up currently. I say $10 million to the winner because it's only $1 million down, and you get more than that in a normal race if you finish at least fifth.
I've always wondered why they make that a big deal.
It's $1 million.
Yeah.
If it just goes to the driver, sure, but odds are it's not just going to the driver. No, I love the pit crew challenge. I wish we brought that back. Maybe just do the pit crew challenge and do it like they did the one where they were like pushing the cars through the whole thing. That was fucking awesome. Like, give those guys the spotlight they deserve because they're all great. It's a little difficult now because a lot of them are rented from other teams. Like the 38 team, their pit crew is the JGR crew. Pretty sure the 34 is either RFK or Penske, and the 4 is either RFK or Penske. I mean, Penske does the 34 crew and the 38 crew in trucks. You gotta find a way to make the weekend interesting because it's at Dover. Boy, like, I don't care.
Yeah, I was genuinely baffled when they chose Dover for the All-Star race.
Why would you get rid of one of their main races and put Wilkesboro, who has not put on a good show, in Cup? I get that we're trying to get the old fans back, and if we do it for just this season, fine. I'll sit on my ass and go, okay, good job. And, like, if we can get those fans back and they can get people watching it, but we can't always cater to the old fans. We can cater to the core fans, and that typically coincides, but we can't just keep catering to the fans that are dying off. And I hate to say it, but we have the oldest fan base in sports. It's like baseball, but worse.
Oh, I can only imagine.
I mean, we just have these old fans, and they're like, I mean, you look at Facebook, I mean, I try not to, but you see all the things that get posted, and it's like, ooh, this is bad.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, personally, if they can't, like, just glamour up the All-Star weekend, fuck, there goes my phone. If they can't really, like, glamour up the All-Star weekend, I really just think they should just toss it.
I think so.
Scrap it.
Good for that for years.
Make it either like an actual points race or, something like you said, just make it a pit crew weekend where they have like a pit crew challenge. Like, sure, that's probably not going to draw in a whole lot of numbers, but like that's kind of more of a weekend for the diehard NASCAR fans to watch.
Yeah, it's not going to be a weekend that we bring in any new fans.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just not.
Put it on FS1. Nobody would give a shit. Like,
put it on. I wish. I mean, I want the whole season on streaming.
Stream it on YouTube.
Bingo! Like that. Yeah. It's like we should do something just so out there that
maybe we'll back it up. We keep the $1 million payout, give it to the pit crew who can do the best on like that weekend. Now that would be a game changer.
There's very few pit crew guys that are over 6 figures in salary.
Right.
And there's even fewer at 7 figures.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some. I mean, your top end crew guys for like Joe Gibbs. Well, I mean, your average crew guy at like Joe Gibbs that are working on the primary cars at Joe Gibbs, or your primary cars at Penske, or your primary cars at Hendrick. they're all probably making six figures. Then the jackmen, or like your certain very like top tier, like if you were to say these are Madden overalls, you're 95 and ups, they're making the seven figures. And there's very few of those. But I mean, there was a guy that said, yeah, this is my 19th year on the broadcast. I'm like, that's fucking awesome. Why is this the first time I'm hearing about him? Because these guys are genuinely awesome. I mean, a lot of them, like, some of them don't want the spotlight, some of them do. The ones that want the spotlight, give them the spotlight. Because there's a lot of great stories. Like, some of these guys played football. Some of these guys played baseball. Like, there's a lot of people that played, at least in college, that were pretty damn good, too. May not have been NFL level, because, I mean, they chose NASCAR. But they're all very, very talented athletes, skilled athletes. We need to be shining more light. I like that's one of the few things I like what Fox does. I wish they did it more. And I wish they would go through a few more crews each week. Like, highlight the Joe Gibbs cars this week. Highlight the Hendrick cars. Go through that, and
it doesn't even need to be cool. Like every single member too. If you don't want the spotlight on you,
yeah,
then pass on it. You know, if there's just a handful of guys from the 5, 9, 24, and 48, awesome. You know, like. We gave them the opportunity to just kind of give them a spotlight, tell us who they are, their story of how they got to where they are. It'd be great.
It'd be awesome. I mean, you get like RFK did a good. They had a podcast last year. I'm pretty sure it's still going on. I don't even know. And they had pit crew guys on there pretty often. And like at the end of the year, they interview the winning pit crew for each of the series. And it's super like on NASCAR, and it's super awesome. And it's like, why don't we talk to these guys? Because a lot of these guys are a fucking riot, and like they don't have the media training that the other ones do, and it's really fun because they don't care. They're laughing. They're just a bunch of dudes. They're exactly what Daniel Dye was doing, but but they do it to each other.
They weren't screaming it like an idiot.
No, they weren't.
Nah, they just sit it in their man caves.
They're just dudes, and like I'll shout out my guy Blake. Like, he's a great dude. Like, I can jump on a Discord call. I probably will later tonight with him, and he'll just be gaming, and it's exactly what you think it is. It's guys hammering up with other guys. They're good dudes. I mean, if you were ever on a sports team and it's just a bunch of y'all, you're saying some rowdy fucking shit, and you're having fun. There's no filter, and it's a lot of fun. I know some of that stuff can't be broadcasted, and it's probably a good thing we don't broadcast them. But some of this stuff should be like, I want to know some of these crew guys. I want to know who's on these pickers. I want to know who I can root for, because I recognize some of the guys, but I want to recognize more of them. Like, if you're in the Charlotte area and you pass one of them, holy shit, it's a pit crew guy. Like, that should be like, these guys are top tier athletes. So I just want them to get some good spotlight.
Well, and the big thing too is, like, to a lot of like casual or like people who don't know a whole lot about the sport, all their knowledge on pit crews is probably super outdated as well. Because like they didn't really start getting these like athletic pit crews until maybe the mid 2000s, maybe mid to
late 2010s. Really, is kind of when they started to get like, I would say right around like 2014, 2015 is right around where they went, what if we started going faster? I mean, they started to get faster because, like, I remember when I first started watching, 14 seconds was very quick for a pit stop.
Yeah.
Then it got down to 12, and then we get this new car, and it's 8. It is a massive jump. And you still see, like, in the O'Reilly series, if you want the 5 lugs, go watch that series. They're doing 13-second pit stops on the top-tier teams. Those are all the Joe Gibbs teams because they have very, very good crews there. And then you look at trucks, and it's probably about 15 seconds. I mean, those are your guys that not a lot of them are going to be on cup teams, or they're going to be on like, you're going to be on like a Trackhouse tier of a team. Trackhouse has supplied crews to a bunch of teams in the past, and they got some great pit crews, but they're not like the Joe Gibbs here. And that's not saying they're not good crews. It's just different levels. Like, you know how the Patriots are better than the Jets. Not calling the Trackhouse Jets. We'll say Patriots, Vikings. They're different tiers of teams.
No, well, yeah, because a lot of people, like, when they think of pit crew guys, they really just think of just like your average person, just kind of going
your average Joe that might be slightly a little bit more athletic.
Yeah,
I mean, you think of the ARCA crews. now. Like, I mean, that's what the ARCA crews are. I mean, when you go to Daytona, if they're not buying a crew or renting a crew for that weekend, I mean, they'd be renting, or you might get voluntold to do it. I mean, I've heard those stories, and it's just like, well, I'm already here. I guess I'll go over the wall a few times. Hopefully not get hit by this idiot that's driving an ARCA car. No shade to ARCA drivers, but you know who you are.
To ARCA drivers.
No,
we're
all
not
the
bad
them.
ARCA drivers.
Oh, the bad ones, yes. The good ones, I mean, some of them are just trying to make their ends meet, but I mean, you're going over the wall, and you're trusting a lot in these drivers. I mean, I know crew guys that's been with Chris Wright. That's not fun. It's not fun being with a driver like that. I mean, it's like that can't be fun when you already have a rough driver and like they're not doing well in points, and then you have one that like does not care for you. That's got to be rough. Got to give these guys more spotlight.
Yeah, definitely. All right, well, we've rambled on long enough about that. We've gone way off the Martinsville trip from Wave. So, Jeff, why don't you run us down the top 10?
Oh, boy, could I? Look at the results. So, top 10, we got William Clyde Elliott. We got Denny Hamlin, who also got the fastest lap by a decent margin. We got Joseph Logano in third. We got Tyler Gibbs in fourth. And I would like to mention that Denny Hamlin did get more points than Chase Elliott did this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
By one.
What? By one?
By one.
Ouch.
That's really funny, though.
That's hilarious.
In fifth, you have William Byron. In sixth, you have Ryan Blaney. In seventh, you have Christopher Bell. Eighth, Austin Cindric. Ninth, Kyle Larson. And 10th, Josh Berry. I will want to give an honorable mention to Shane Van Gisbergen, who finished 7th, which is...
That was pretty cool.
He is carrying Trackhouse right now. Which, if you said that to me 3 months ago, I would have said, hey, man, give me the crack that you're snorting right now, man. Like, I need some good nose candy. I could lose a little weight. It's kind of your typical top 10. I mean, kind of besides Barry. I mean, Gibbs is getting better. I don't really like that. I still hope he gets fenced every race. There was a couple times that House of I was around Gibbs. I'm like, rack him. But like, I just hate Ty Gibbs. Silver Spoon.
Well, I mean, it's justifiable. The man has a very punctuable face and personality. So,
and when he went on Kenny Wallace, he's like, look at my trophy. And it's like, yeah, cool. We get it. You won a lot of stuff when you were in Xfinity at the time. And it's like, that's great. What have you done for me lately, buddy? Like, have you won a cup race yet in top tier equipment? No? You suck.
This weekend, the broadcasters said something along the lines of like, like last year we were asking if Ty Gibbs would be able to win. I think as of his performance, yeah, I know you son of a bitch. How dare you? It's all your fault. Fuck, you're embarrassing me in front of Wave, dude. Fuck. Anyways, yeah, they're saying something like last year we were wondering if he was even capable of winning. Now they're saying like it's not a matter of if, it's just now when. And it's like I don't know. I really don't know. I
hope he doesn't win.
Wait, he does or doesn't win?
I hope he doesn't win. I hope that like he's like 5 laps away from getting his first win, then blows his engine. That would be the most poetic justice ever.
No. It's 2 to go, and Brandon Jones is running Cup, and he just wipes his ass out and takes the win for himself.
Beautiful. No, I hope Gregson does it. Gregson would be fun to do it. Dude.
God, if you can hear us right now, make that happen. Make that happen.
Oh my gosh.
That would be, dude...
If you're not watching this or are, please do it. Please
also like and subscribe and follow us on all our socials. Yeah, right. Noah, please give us attention. Anyways,
I know you weren't watching this, but
dude, how crazy would it be if you got a DM from Noah Gregson like, "Lol, yeah, I heard about it from one of the crew guys. You suck."
And, to the crew guys I know are on the truck team.
Ben and Drew are really cool, but you always seem to throw me under the bus. What the hell, man?
Hey, man, shouldn't have wrecked Todd Gilliland.
Dude, you said you let go of that. You said you let go of that.
I didn't.
Yeah, I know. I remember verbatim, like, one of our first times we talked, you were like, yeah, I used to hate Noah Gregson, but once he joined FRM, I was like, okay. And then I talked to Todd about it, which I thought was a fucking insane thing to say. And he was like, yeah, I know, we're cool now. So I guess I'll like Noah. And it's like, and I was like, he fucking hates Noah still. I read you like a fucking book.
When and if he leaves front row, I'll go back to being indifferent about Noah. Right now, I like Noah. It's like, you know how people, like, there's someone on, like, a Toyota team, and then the second they leave the Toyota team, they're loved. Kind of like Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch. Yeah.
Yeah. It's exactly how that'll be. Just, you know, I don't give a shit about manufacturers, because I'm an adult.
Yeah. All it is a fancy sticker and a unique bumper. That's all.
You know, it's really funny, especially in the lower series. And it's like, there was a truck team a couple years ago that put under their hood, they put built Ford tough with Chevy stuff. And I'm like, that's amazing. And they got called out they got a call from NASCAR that said, yeah, we have to take that off. I'm like, damn.
But it's on the inside. It's on the inside.
Yeah.
What were they thinking was going to happen? The dude was going to, like, wreck and have that sheet metal, like, plop out and be exposed.
It just goes up and you just see it on the broadcast.
Oh,
that'd be so bad.
Pissed. And I would
that'd be amazing.
So much joy. I would get out of my wheelchair and do an Irish jig. That's how exciting that event would be to me. But, all right. So, we're going to move around to our friend Wave's very own segment that we named after him, the Wave Around Paint Scheme of the Week. Now, we're going to start off with mine because that was the last one I had on. All right. So my pick for the paint scheme of the week was this beautiful thing. It's just great. I appreciate the Greek aesthetic on here. Not the fact that this man is very ripped and I'm very envious of that physique.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, no. Us fats look at it just why not us? As we sit on our couches. But honestly, yeah, the black, the freaking lightning bolts, the colors, everything about it's freaking sick.
Muy bien.
Yes. All right, now
Wave around. What is your scheme?
Mine is well, should I say Justin Allgaier's?
Yes.
48.
Yeah, it is Allgaier's. Yeah.
It's not Alex's now.
No, yeah, no. That one just looked really good in person. I didn't realize it was going to be that shiny in person. So yeah, it looked good. It stood out.
Very nice, very nice. All right, Jeff, remind me again. Which one was yours?
It was Gregson's.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to that 48 or 47 though. That one was
47.
Yeah,
47 gets the honorable mention. Let me make sure I put in the points here. So we had the SVG is in first with 3 points. Then we got the 48 of Justin Allgaier. Well, I'm just going to put 48 car because, that's a multiple driver thing. And then I do also want to give an honorable mention to Brad Perez in the Xfinity Series for having Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County. It's my county, baby.
Nice.
Yeah. So I was like, holy shit, that's my county. Why it's in Martinsville, I don't know. I live in Florida.
It's a couple states away. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a beautiful fucking paint scheme of the number 4.
And it's really rich of you to pick Noah Gragson after you just admitted to still hating it.
I mean, I like a good paint scheme, man. I like a good paint scheme. They did good marketing that shit. Good on them.
I want to get your guys' opinion on this. Is that just the same exact font that Kevin Harvick ran?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
it is.
Because they tried.
Okay, well, here's the thing.
Like they said it wasn't, but it's like I don't know. It looks exactly the same.
It is ever so slightly different. It is slightly thinner on the slant part of the floor. That is it. That is it. That is the only difference, and it is essentially a stretch of the 34. If you look at the 34.
Well, and we do need to talk about our fallen soldier Ben. He's actually fine. He's just moving. Him and his family.
No, he's dead.
He rolled over his Harley on the freeway and somehow killed his family as well. Oh, man. Bummer. All right, Wave. Guess what? You're joining the pod. All right. Surprise! You're hooked to us now. Oh, this was Ben's choice. The Hardy's paint scheme does go really hard, and admittedly, I was going to choose this one, but Ben, he's not here, and he called it, so I'll give him it.
He should get last dibs, in my opinion. We should have made him pick 6 different ones. Like, oh no, my guess is picking that, and then I would have only had one guess, and it would have pissed him off so bad. Should have fucking done that. I just didn't have the energy today. It's so fucking funny. He'd be like, "What the fuck? Having a whole fucking party on NASholes without me?" And I'd be like, "Yes."
Dude, isn't it great that Ben's not here? Dude, we're having so much fun.
Poor Ben.
Dude, he's probably watching this on the toilet pooping tomorrow, and he's at this point, and it's just, and then you just hear a muffled toilet fart.
Again, God, he's shitting it. I can hear him pissing.
Dude, how did Ben's mic get turned on again?
Dude, that was the funniest shit.
A couple episodes, Wave. Ben got up to take a piss and forgot to take his microphone.
I think I sent you that one too.
Yeah. It didn't pick up on the recording though, and it was really sad.
I heard the faint tinkle, 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 and I went, "Holy shit, he's a strong pisser."
It's a really healthy stream you got, Ben. I'm really proud of you for that. All right. Well, speaking of our fallen soldier, Ben, it is time for the good ass grass rating. So, what did Ben tell you?
I don't think he told anything. I don't think he said anything in chat, unless he beautiful grass. Oh no! Wait, no. He said, "Good ass grass, beautiful grass." I did not get to call the track because it was moving. We'll call the track. The berm is perfectly placed. Needs stripes. Okay, 3.5 out of 5.
All right. Hey, good on you, Martin.
Oh my god.
Good on you. You scored better than Phoenix. Nice.
Also, Steven said he liked the 24. Asshole goes to Bubba. And then his question, well, I'm just looking at the chat. His question was, should Martinsville keep 2 cup dates? And if not, what track would you like to see take one of those dates? I'm going to say this. Martinsville deserves to keep its dates. It is not the track's fault that the racing is shit. This is not the track's fault. No. If we're going to take dates from someone, it should be Bristol for short tracks. Just because I love Bristol to death. There's amazing races at Bristol. Just they don't happen anymore. And we need to fix Bristol before we can start going there twice a year again. Or we need to throw dirt on it and say, funny.
Yeah. You guys thought we weren't going back.
I think Martinsville is great. I mean,
what if we put dirt on Martinsville?
No.
Don't
ruin one of the best modified tracks ever.
Don't modified run on dirt too? Just saying.
No, not really.
Guys, don't shoot it down right away.
For me, I think they deserve to keep both their dates. I think we can fix I think we need to bring a softer tire. I don't care if tires are popping every 20 laps. That's funny.
We're a little skinnier.
Skinnier would be funny too.
How great if next year, we just went back to the 5-lug system, but we still keep everything else?
What would be the fucking point? We just got rid of, the fast pit stops for no reason. I love Cup having a different thing. I like Cup being different. I like the single lug, and I'll die on that hill. I think 5-lug, we love it because it's nostalgic. And it's just, it's super fun. But I leave that to trucks and O'Reilly, but Cup I like the single lug because it shows the athleticism of our things. Because in the 5-lug system, hand speed mattered more, and because you got to do that cross pattern for that. But now it's the athleticism of the guys. I could never be a pit crew member in the single lug. In 5-lug, maybe. I could be on a really shitty truck team. I could be on a bottom of the barrel truck team. Our ARCA team, I could go over the wall in ARCA. I mean,
you could
Drew,
walk
you
up
could
to
go over the wall in ARCA.
Probably. Yeah,
Drew, we will give you a big fuel can and you will shove it in the car, and you will go over the wall in ARCA.
Hell yeah, I'll bring my electric power chair with me too, so that way it's extra quick.
Dude, it just goes haywire. You put on the track screen.
Oh my god, how great
you go flying.
No.
Splat.
I think what would be really great is if they gave me the jug and I put it on my shoulder and I immediately just tipped over. And then they got to use the jack to get me off the ground. But it's an ARCA teams one, so that's probably going to be really slow and awkward. Very jerky. Not like 2 quick pumps, we're up. Yeah, no. Anyways.
Oh my gosh. All right, now we're going on to the best segment of the show, right? I mean, do you guys have anything to say on if Martinsville should keep their dates?
I would say Rockingham.
Yeah, I think Rockingham deserves a shot in Cup.
Well, I thought they were going to run Rockingham next season in Cup, or was that just rumor?
That's rumor mill. I mean, the rumor mill's also going along with Daniel Dye not getting his ride back, but I think that one's
Yeah,
he's a 2-time offender. That's the problem. It's not. He's not a 1-time offender. If he was a 1-time offender, I would not think he deserves to lose his ride. He's a 2-time defender. There's a reason he's named Nathaniel Nutcracker in Jeff Carr. It's because he broke that guy's nuts. And then now he goes, David Maluka. And, you can't fucking say Roger Penske on fucking camera while you're shooting.
Like that.
You can't be gay. Yeah. You can't be gay in NASCAR. It's just, you can't talk about gays in a derogatory way.
Good save. Great save.
But it was all intentional.
Oh. I'm so sorry, Wave. We just tanked your entire career. We're so sorry.
I'm sure the 3 fucking gay people that follow him will be upset.
Human. They're gonna just start like bad mouthing us in the YouTube comments, and I'll take it very personally. So that's fine.
And I'll personally comment back, "Fuck you."
If it's under your personal account, by all means.
It's under an asshole. Who's
saying it. Mostly because they know then who's exactly saying it, and it's not just like up in the clouds, you know.
No, if I do it through an asshole account, I'll put Jeff.
Definitely Jeff, not Drew or Ben.
Yeah. If you get a fuck you from one of us, it's probably me.
It's 110% him. It's 110% him. I never comment anything under the pod. But anyways, yes.
Sorry for ruining your reputation, WaveAround. That's my bad.
Yeah, we're so sorry, dude. Because now you do draw stuff really great, and the people that call you racist, they're the real racists. Don't ask me how, but they just are. Anyways, let's get into the asshole of the week.
All right, boys. Best segment time. Sorry, Ben. Sorry, WaveAround. This is the fun. This is the fun time because I get to talk about drivers I don't like or like. Who knows? I am incredibly biased. This is all biased, and this is all my opinion, and that's why you guys get to vote and help me with this. Jeb Burton at the number 27. He was being a dick. And I just don't like him.
No,
that's the first one.
Justified. The guy
Blaine Perkins
is a professional douchebag.
Yeah, and then we got Blaine Perkins in the number 31 for spinning Smithley and Chastain. And Chastain was in the number 91 for DGM Motorsports.
Oof.
And they got a top 10 this week. That was dope. That is really big for that team.
That happen.
And then we got Patrick Starpoli in the number 48, moving Drew's cousin Parker.
Dude, asshole of the week right there, dude. Don't you dare touch my cousin. My distant cousin.
I know he's going to get little ass this week.
Dude, if anything happens to Retzloff on the track, just know they are the enemy.
No, I put it on there because of you.
Very good. Very good.
He could have bumped him lightly, and I would have put him on.
Dude, if anybody even gives him the evil eye, I despise him immediately. I've never even talked to Parker. He never even responded to me on X, which I am heartbroken about, but I'll fucking defend him to the end of time. And I'll be like, dude, that's my fourth cousin once removed via marriage, and I will die on his hill. I don't know if it's that strong out.
Dude, that's just a friend.
Well, literally, if we were both gay, I could legally marry him.
Okay, well, we're not gonna.
Well, no, I'm saying
we already had our gay segment. We already had our gay segment of the show. We don't need another.
Well, good thing I'm not gay, so you know. Well, I don't know. If you ask certain people, it is a choice. I don't think it is. I think you're born that way, but some people think it's a choice.
That's why we send them to straight camp. No, fuck.
Right. Jesus Christ, we're editing all this out.
Oh, yeah, please do.
Don't worry,
all right, now we have Lee Pulliam and the number 9 for causing the big one because he missed a shift. Now, I really just feel bad for him, but I had to put him on here because I know a lot of people are going to be pissed. And they have every right to be pissed, but I genuinely think it was a mechanical issue and not a him issue. Because there is no way a guy that is that good in the lower levels that has run on this track multiple times will miss a shift like that. I just don't think so. I genuinely just don't think so. That it's something. Yeah. Something must have tripped up in that car. And I feel so bad for all the cars that got destroyed there. Big ups to Josh Williams for greeting fans while it was under red flag, and he just went up to the catch fence. That was really funny.
This is why I love Josh Williams. He is a dog through and through. I just wish he had better race skill.
Yeah. You know, he will outdrive a underfunded car, but he will drive the same position in a well-funded car. That is the problem. And look, you know what? There's nothing wrong with that.
Consistency is key, but not in that
you know case. What? If you're going to finish 20th, do it in an underfunded car. That's and then let people wonder what you would have done in a great funded car. Never give them that option that you're going to run in the well-funded car, and you're just going to be the exact same. Because then people are going to know.
Imagine if they beat Bowman and they put Josh Williams in the 48 in Cup next year.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
Dude, I would freaking...
There's no way, dude, he got booted from Cool League halfway through the year. There's no way he even could come up with the funding for one Cup race with Hendrick. No way.
Yeah, you got to really be doing you got to be really underperforming to get cut by a team mid-season, which stinks because I don't think it was
all performance. I think some of it was, but I think the other part was money. And I think, you know, money it's the part of the sport that no one wants to talk about, but it needs to be talked about. It's money gets you rides, and especially with what Cooley was doing at that time,
Yeah.
It sucks, but they brought him in as a pay driver. He was not brought there because he was a... I mean, that might have been a little bit of it. It might have been a little bit easier because he was outperforming the car he was in. I just don't think he was brought in because of his skill. He was brought in because of the money. And they saw dollar signs, and that's understandable, especially in these lower series, because we don't have the Cup guys subsidizing those rides as much. I mean, we're getting back there. I hope we'll get back there fully, because then we'll actually get to see real skilled drivers get these chances to develop and properly.
Yeah.
All right, back to the list.
Yeah, let's get back to the list.
Brennan Poole in the number 44 for dumping the 91 into the 18. What the fuck? Brent Cruz in the 19. Spun Raja on the last lap, causing a caution. What the hell, man? I mean, like, if anyone was going to spin Raja, it would have been Jesse Love. But they had an adult conversation, something that I don't think you can do because you're 17.
Forget he's so young. I always forget he's so freaking
Dude, it's
young.
not fair. It is not fair at all.
It's almost cruel.
All right, then we got Kyle Busch's pit crew for the uncontrolled tire hitting another car. We are lucky that it didn't bounce another way and be a sport ender.
Into the grandstands. Granny, no! I told you not to go to Martinsville. Damn it! Why, Grandma? Why?
Starting the race. Look, it's getting darker.
Is that an eclipse? Ah!
Oh, we're all.
And then all you see is a little kid yelling at Wave right behind him.
At least that's the coolest part of hell, because heat rises.
Dude, how crazy would it be if that happened right in front of Wave as he was getting motherfucked by that 8-year-old?
Oh. Yeah. That would have been great.
He's just sitting there like, what the fuck? And he just sees an old lady get taken out by a tire.
It's like, what was it? It was the Furious movie, right? Where they had like a tire come off and like wreck some people in the fucking stands. Was that another fucking racing movie that was really bad?
I think that was a Final Destination kill, actually.
Yeah,
that was a Final Destination.
Yeah, that was Final Destination.
Which
they're all the same to me.
You're not wrong. They are pretty.
Yeah.
They're all like
cookie
generic.
cutter. Just it's insane, improbable deaths.
Fuck.
Anyway,
all right, then we got AJ Allmendinger for jumping Noah Gregson. Hey AJ, that one's for you. Not cool,
growing
dude.
up, I went by AJ, so for a second I thought you were talking to me, and I was like, dude.
Bubba Wallace in the number 23. We know why.
Yeah,
and it's not because he's black. God, Drew. No.
Dude, I told you that in confidence. What the fuck?
All right, and then our last asshole is Denny Hamlin in the number 11 for putting Blaney in the wall for no fucking reason. That one was just like...
Yeah, that was weird.
Well, hang on. There is one thing that I'm surprised didn't make.
Oh, do we need to add the kid on
Sure.
yeah, we'll add the fucking kid.
Dude,
Douchebag
asshole of the
kid.
week. Asshole of the week. That fucking 8-year-old dude. And wait, you gotta find his
Douchebag
parents'
kid.
social media and send it to him.
Douchebag
Hey, I'll
8-year-old
let you know your kid just scored a point on a podcast that literally no one watches. It's kind of a big deal now. No, the post-race confrontation between Rajah Caruth and Jesse Love's crew chief. Did you not know about this?
No, I didn't see the crew chief part. I saw them just talking.
Yeah, so right before that happened, like, Jesse Love's crew chief came up and just started dogging on Rajah, and he was saying shit like, you better have your belts tight strapped, or like tight like next week. And it's just, just fucking like up his grill. And Jesse Love like straight up came in and was like, dude, bitch at him, I got this, And I was like, dude, dog. Jesse Love's the dog.
I didn't see that, but I'll add Jesse Love's crew chief.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what it was. I know they were kind of racing hard on each otster towards the end.
It's the last lap. I mean, feelings are going to get hurt. It's short track racing.
Yeah.
I'm very liberal with it's the only liberal part about me.
I was about to say, you piss red mostly, and that's not because you have a urinary tract infection.
I do.
You're deeply Republican. Oh, God. See a doctor, Jeff, please.
I have, and they don't know what the cause is. Fuck. Just keep going. I'm sorry.
Oh, you heard it here, folks. Jeff pees red. All right.
I'm colorblind, so it looks clear to me.
I didn't know it was red till someone pointed it out.
Drew, why are you in my bathroom?
Why are you live streaming this? Why are you on
Why
Discord
are you shaped
TV?
like a toilet?
Okay, all right. We gotta back it up.
And we're back.
I'm so sorry, Wave. I'm so sorry you have to sit through this.
No, this is the most fun he's had all day. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm right.
God, I hope he's not just saying that to make me feel better. I hope when he's done recording, he doesn't go to his wife and be like, "Fuck, what did I just waste that hour for talking to those losers?" This is why I'm in mental health counseling. I think.
Oh my god.
Anyways. So.
All right, we gotta start cutting some people.
All right. Well, I think Denny Hamlin and Ryan Blaney, I don't really see that as an asshole move. I think that was just racing. And,
And Jenny apologized on his podcast, so we're all good there.
They were trying to get to second at least. They're just trying.
I think the Bush's pit crew won. I think that can be over. It wasn't that big of a deal. I mean, they were gonna run like shit anyways.
Yeah.
I feel bad saying it, but it's true.
Yeah, it's really sad. It's like watching Jimmy Johnson his last 3 years in Cup. It's just like, why?
Yeah. It's depressing. It's like when even my mother is like, "What the hell's going on with Kyle Busch?" And I go, "Richard Childress Racing sucks."
In Cup, they're good in extended. Yeah, all right.
They are genuinely nice.
They were the last time they were really good was probably our first year with the next gen, and then the first half of 23 or 20. Yeah, 22 was the first.
The last time they were good was the first year with the next gen because Kyle Busch was instantly winning races. Because Kyle Busch is just naturally good.
Nope, you got that mixed up. Kyle Busch was still in the 18 in 2020.
Yep.
Tyler Reddick won
second year of the next gen.
Yeah, second.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. By the way, Tyler Reddick won at Road America, which I was already pumped about, but he was in the 3G car, which as a stoner, fuck yes, dude. You have no idea how pumped up I was about that. I literally ordered 3G that night, and I was like, I'm getting fucked up for Tyler. I mean, I've already planned on doing that anyways, but I bought a little bit more because I was pumped up, and I definitely spent money.
Nice.
Anyways, yeah. But that was like after. What was it? St. Louis that Busch won in the 3-cheat car, by the way. Which fuck you.
That car was awesome,
dude. I was so bummed when I saw they left. I was like,
it was NASCAR that made them leave.
Really? Fucking NASCAR.
No one watches this, so I don't care about saying it.
NASCAR, do better.
Do better.
Come on,
do better. Well, I mean, I hate to say it. I hate to say it, but Jeb Burton can go too. It wasn't big enough.
Yeah, that sucks because I really love grilling that guy.
Brent Cruz could probably also go. Just wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Because there are bigger ones on here. Like, Bubba Wallace and the Douchebag Kid.
The Douchebag Kid? Is that his gunslinger name?
I'm just putting D-Bag 8-year-old.
Oh. I thought you were talking about Hocevar.
No. I didn't put Hocevar on it this week. He didn't do anything of note. Good job, Carson. We're proud of you.
That's why, dude, I straight up just thought you started calling Carson Hocevar the Douchebag Kid. Is that his fucking gunslinger name when he drives the Presidente Marg machine, dude? Fucking the
Presidente.
Dude, he just comes into town and everyone's just like, get inside. The douchebag kid's here. Douchebag kid's here.
I think we could take off Blaine Perkins just because I feel like others are going to be on this list a little bit longer. So that leaves us with Patrick Sarapoli for moving your distant cousin.
Fuck you, Dr. Dumbass.
Lee Pulliam in the 9 for causing the big one. Brennan Poole in the 44 for dumping the 91 into the 18. Adrian Allmendinger, Bubba Wallace, the Douchebag Kid, and Jesse Love Screw Chief.
All right. The Douchebag Kid. Dude, little D-bag? Oh, yeah, little D-bag?
Little fucking shit. Little fucking ankle biter.
Wave, for the love of God, you need to design us a Douchebag Kid logo.
No.
Yes, and you'll definitely do it for free, because I am in a wheelchair, and, you should fucking bend over backwards for my people.
My God, Drew, you're so fucking shameless. My God.
No. Please don't actually. That I would be very upset.
You need to if you make another fucking asshole scheme, you need to put handicap on part of it. Like handicap parking or something. On when they used to have the Ford license plates, you need to put that. And it just says Drew.
It's put it right where the contingency sponsor should be. It's right under NASCAR Cups here.
Fucking logo.
Just that blue rectangular handicap sign you see in parking spaces.
Oh, good God.
Man, and I would always get the free pass strictly out of pity. You'd be like, come on, he's trying his best. All right. No, I'm gonna say let's cut Jesse Love's crew chief having a crash out at Raja Karuth.
That's valid.
I
mean,
it was.
I hate to say it, but we can move off Omendinger.
Yeah,
I mean, it's hard to just have 3, man. That's part of it. You want it to be expanded? We can expand it next season.
Yeah, I was gonna say next season. Let's bump it up to 4.
We're gonna go 5, baby. We're gonna go 5. We got the biggest ass, then we got big ass, then we got mid ass, then we got kind of little ass, then little ass.
Nah, it's a little ass and then scrawny ass. All right, who else we got left?
We got Star Poli, Polium, Brennan Poole, Bubba Wallace, and the fucking child.
All right, well the child is definitely staying on there.
Yeah, we committed to the bit.
Yeah, the kid, the douchebag kid himself, he is at least getting like
mid-ass.
Yeah, mid-ass. Yeah. Though I think Dr. Dumbass himself, him daring to touch my cousin's car like that, the way he did, in such egregious fashion, I think he needs to stay on there as well.
All right, and then Bubba Wallace for obvious reasons.
Yeah, Bubba had a crash out. But it brought me back to Las Vegas in 22.
Out just by a little bit. He's lucky the douchebag kid was there.
Dude, it's just great because I know I'm gonna watch replays of that accident, and I'm just gonna imagine Wave getting motherfucked by an 8-year-old kid.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
I really want to go back and see if I can find a replay of it and see if I can zoom in to see if he's there.
Dude.
All right, so we got Patrick Starpoli.
Yes. If you do that, please send it to us if you find it. We will shamelessly post that everywhere. You're like, look what our friend did.
That's valid. I wish I recorded it.
So he's getting little ass.
I mean, right in front of
me. Getting little dumbass?
Yeah. Well, no. Patrick Starpoli's getting little ass.
Okay, good. How dare he touch my fam like that? The nerve.
It was good the second time.
5 out of 10. There could have been some more to that birth, but it was pretty.
Yeah, there could have. I mean, that was really a 6 to me, but all right, then I think we give. I think we give Bubba Wallace mid ass.
Yes. Douchebag kid gets big ass, dude.
Damn right he does.
Fuck yeah, dude. Kid, if you're somehow watching this, just know this is all your fault. If you wouldn't have been like your dog Bubba and had a little crash out in front of Wave, we wouldn't be talking about this right now. He would probably just talk about how there's an annoying. Just talking about how there's this annoying kid.
Douchebag kid is getting 3 points on the fucking board, baby.
I would love to have an AI video of the Dos Equis most interesting man, but like swap it out with an 8-year-old boy who's just a menace. And it is just instead of saying it's the most interesting man, it's the most douchebag kid. He flips off his fan whenever Denny Hamlin passes his driver.
So we got, in the lead, we still have Osama bin Khorraideh, who has been improving, but he is still Osama bin Khorraideh until he makes his way further down the list. Then we got a bunch of people with big ass. We got Jason White, Ty Gibbs, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Sheldon Creed, Storm Friesen, and last but not least of the big asses, douchebag kid. That's so funny. It's so fucking funny.
I wish we had a big fan base, dude. Fuck. Yo, dude, if I ever see that kid, it's on site.
It's on site.
Peacocking, dude.
Like, I feel bad for just some random 8-year-old that if some fucking track just gets fucking pounded by some dude. He's like, why that's the big kid?
Oh my god. Oh, thank God we don't have to say something like, guys, don't actually find the douchebag kid and do anything to him. You know?
No, find the douchebag kid and do it to him.
No, Jesus Christ, Jeff, don't. No. Well, good thing it won't happen, so we're good legally here. I think all our bases are covered. If anything, it will fall onto Wave and not us. Anyways.
Yeah. My friend Danny will do it. What up, Danny from the Mick group chat? I hope you watched this deep into the video.
I've seen the statistics. They haven't.
I know. They'll share the bits in the podcast and in their group chat, though. It's really funny.
I'm glad they're gooning on us, at least.
It's called the Mick Groom Crew. Christ.
Don't goon on us. Goof on us.
They do worse things than you think. Not much to talk about with FRM. Zane got fucked. Pissed about that.
He had a good
Danny, I'm happy Todd got a top 23rd and then Noah. But, hopefully they'll figure out what they need to do in the off week. Trucks is this week. Hopefully we can get a fucking win. On to the Hall of Fame nominees. Drew, do you have those?
the nominees for modern era entrants, and I'm just calling it right now. It's going to be Harvick and Biffle. If Biffle doesn't get in, I'm going to lose all faith in NASCAR.
Yeah,
dude, like he's gotten stiffed for the last 3 years, and now he's not here. So they better fricking give it to him.
Wouldn't it be cool if Randy LaJoie got in for front row? They'd have a former driver that is in the Hall of Fame, but I don't think it's that time yet. I think with the people he's up against, I think Kevin should be a first ballot. There's no doubt in my mind.
So here's the thing with me and Randy LaJoie. I think his impact on the sport and what he's done with like the seats and helping the safety aspect of it it outweighs his two clutch championships by far. So I don't feel though that his career as a driver was good enough to be in the Hall of Fame. Well, this doesn't
necessarily. The Hall of Fame is about the reason why Dale Jr. got in was not because of his driving. I mean, he was an okay driver. I mean, he had some really great seasons, and I'm going to get some shit for this, but he in Cup was just above average. He wasn't really great.
Yeah, I mean, he sits around the average for like, what was it? Fucking Kenseth and him kind of have almost the same amount of wins.
I mean, Kenseth will, if he's not, I think he's in.
Yeah, he's in now.
I mean, he deserves to be. I mean, no saying that he wouldn't have gotten in just on his driving alone. I think he probably would have, but I think he mainly got in because of his contributions to the sport. And there are so many drivers that their contributions are so much greater than what they did as a driver. Like Greg Biffle, like even outside of the sport, as a humanitarian, he deserved to get in. Like I think even if he didn't pass, he would probably still have a strong chance of getting at least a decent chunk of votes, if not getting in, just because of the humanitarian efforts that he has done. I mean, he would. No matter what, he's going to get in our lifetime, whether it's this year, which it fucking should be, or within the next 5 years. He deserves to be in there. There is so many, all of these drivers deserve to be there. And it's like, oh, you're going to, I mean, Dave Moody said it perfectly. It's like, oh, you guys are going to run out of drivers. No, we're not. There's a lot of drivers that, if they have a championship in pretty much any of the series, that they can be in the conversation. Will they get voted in? That's up to the voters. And, there's a lot of... It's not like it's the NFL one where you're going to have people not pick someone because they didn't like them. Because that doesn't happen in NASCAR. You don't have that BS of Tony Dungy not putting Bill Belichick in the Hall of Fame. You're going to get people putting... You're going to get people putting who they truly think deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I will respect whatever vote people do, even if because they all deserve to be there. There's no wrong answer on that sheet, and I think that gets into our next point of should non-Cup drivers get in, and I think the answer should be yes, because it's the NASCAR Hall of Fame, not the NASCAR Cup Series Hall of Fame. Because if it was just Cup, Dale Jr. wouldn't be there. He didn't win a Cup championship. I think you at least need a championship or need to win a significant number of races to win. Like, if Denny Hamlin was to retire today, there's no doubt he'd be a first ballot Hall of Famer, even if he didn't get a championship. But I think a championship is in any series, is so instrumental into getting you into there. Like, if you're an owner and you have a championship, you deserve to be in the conversation as well. Like, there's a lot of that you put in, even if you're, like... I'm biased. I want David Gilliland in the Hall of Fame. Of course I do. But finding Corey Heim and giving that kid a shot, putting him in probably one of the best trucks ever, and just giving a good old-fashioned ass whooping into the truck field. I mean, Lane Riggs gave him a good run for his money, but it was a plain ass whooping that Corey Heim did. And you got to give a lot of credit to David Gilliland for finding Corey Heim, giving him that great truck, and getting there. And I think both of them will probably... I mean, I hope David gets in, especially for what he did in the short track scene and the lower series in the K&N. But you look at Corey Heim, I mean, I don't want to say that he'd get in now, but he did set that record. He broke Biffle's record. You just can't. I mean, you look at Honeycutt now. Honeycutt's finally getting that speed to where he needs to be, but in Heim's old ride. But it just shows how great of a driver Heim was, because he could get in that truck, even if it wasn't the best truck that day, and he would probably win it. If he had a top 5 truck, he was winning that race. Like if he had a top 10 truck, he was at least finishing top. And I mean, if he had a top 10 truck, it was probably Lane that was winning the race. It was really a 3-car show last year in trucks, but now it's opened up a little bit. And Tricon, like, they have to rebuild a little bit with losing your best driver to just a developmental deal with 2311. And I guess he's still technically running for truck points, but it's a weird with what they're doing with Heim. And I think Toyota's pretty much deserves to lose him at this point. They need to put him in a seat, like, now.
Well, so the thing with Heim and him being stuck in trucks for so long, I don't know how true this is. This is something that I'd heard in.
It's about Ty Gibbs. Yeah, it's all true.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's just
I can just flat out tell you it's true.
Yeah. Him and Gibbs have a checkered past, and Joe Gibbs Racing was not going to even consider him because of that.
Just stupid.
Yeah.
I mean. But they'll get what doesn't get me is they'll put Taylor Gray, and I like Taylor Gray. Taylor Gray is up in my like top 10 fave drivers in NASCAR if I look through all the series. When he raced for David Gilliland, he deserves to be in that ride, but you got a driver that raced for the same team and did less, and I still believe that Taylor Gray deserves his 54 ride. Do not get me wrong, this is no shit on Taylor Gray. But there are spots at Joe Gibbs where someone in the same ride, pretty much same truck, isn't in that level of ride now because of a grudge that you hold. And NASCAR's a small world. You burn a bridge, you're gonna you're kind of screwed. And Joe Gibbs kind of pulls the strings on a lot of the Toyota stuff, but Toyota gets a good say. But I mean, when you're the top Toyota team, I mean, 2311's coming knocking, but it's just a matter of can Bubba and Herbst get up there to make it a real show for the top Toyota spot. Because, I mean, Reddick's doing it, but without the other two, they're kind of bringing the team down a little bit.
I'd say that's more so on Riley, though. I mean,
Bubba's doing well, but
start off the season.
This last race doesn't help him.
Yeah, he dropped like a handful of spots.
He probably dropped at least 6 to 10 spots, but without looking at the points list. It's just, you can't be making those mistakes, especially in this points format. You can't be making those mistakes. It was kind of a boneheaded move, and I bet he's beating himself up for it, but nobody's harder on Bubba than Bubba. He's a really... Well,
besides all the racist fans out there.
I mean, that's true, but...
Those damn racist rednecks out there.
I mean, there's being funny racist, then there's that, and where it's just like, whoa, I've never been like, wow, what the fuck, before when looking at a NASCAR comment section on Facebook. It's just bad.
Yeah. And 9 times out of 10, it's always some dude with a cringy Confederate flag graphic designed like profile pic that says something like "come and take it" or whatever.
Bro, I live in Florida. Like,
you probably see that.
Don't you guys know that you lost? Like, you lost and you didn't almost win. No, it's pretty bad.
At first, they were kicking the North's ass. I will say that.
Yeah, but I mean,
yeah, but you know what? Then Ulysses S. Grant stepped up and was like, "Let's fucking go, dude!" And then he sent Sherman down to Atlanta, leveled Atlanta, and then fucking
absolutely leveled Atlanta. It's gone. Fuck.
You want to know a really funny fun fact though about the North invading Atlanta?
Go for it.
You know what the first casualty of that was? It was the rare free black guy. He was a barber, and the cannonball shot through the window and just turned him into bologna mist. And I've always thought that's kind of funny, not because he's black, but it's because it's the North that fired the shot. If it was the South, I would understand. I'd be like, well, yeah, no, that's kind of their whole deal. They don't like that. But like the North did it. They're kind of like, they're trying to free him, and they inadvertently killed a free one.
Technically, he's been freed to a higher plane.
Yeah,
but fuck.
That's kind of like a group trying to go into a Klan rally to like shut it down, but accidentally lighting the cross on fire.
Oh my god.
That's the equivalent to it. But anyways, back to NASCAR, not stupid.
Back to NASCAR and not history lesson 101.
Yeah, no, I'll say that for the podcast I plan on doing, but we'll probably never shoot. Nah.
I think I mean, we've tangent so far off of should non-cup drivers get in.
No,
but
I don't know. Personally, I don't know. So I do have a lot of bias as with drivers in the past going in, like Dale Jr. I'm a big Dale Jr. guy. Look, Dale Jr. to me is Davey Gill and Jeff. So I was, of course, I was on board with him going in the Hall of Fame because he had an all right career. It was definitely better than average, I want to say, because
it was above average, no doubt.
I mean, there were a few years, mostly the last two, DEI, Dale Earnhardt Inc. Incorporated, actually, not the other one, and HMS. Those, like, the first handful of years at HMS were very rocky, but he was kind of able to save it in the end. And he still collected well, he was the first dude to sweep Bristol in a weekend. Tight. He won Talladega 4 times in a row. That's tight. He's got 2 Daytona 500s. Yeah. 10 years apart, too, which that's damn near impossible to pull off getting one. Getting one 10 years later, it's just, it's insane.
And I will never understand anyone devaluing the Daytona 500. I don't care if an Austin Cindric wins it. I don't care if a Ricky Stenhouse wins it. It will always be our biggest race, no matter who wins it. It is a 500-mile race at probably one of the toughest tracks. Oh, they're just staying in line. You do not understand how hard it is to hold that line that long, this close to another car. And you blink, you're dead. You're Ryan Please flying over there. Bye, Ryan.
Thankfully for the Hans device, they actually won't be dead. Hopefully, God, I hope so.
Speaking of injuries, Zane Smith nearly broke his foot. That was posted about by Front Row. They don't think he did, but they were like, Zane thought he broke his foot, but it just went numb because he was hitting the brakes so hard. And it kind of like smacked around when he got.
If he broke his foot, I would literally just start questioning the bone density of FRM drivers. Like,
it wouldn't be that. It'd be, what the fuck is the next gen car doing?
Well, no, because I take it back to last year, because I was telling my PT about it earlier when Lane Riggs won and he threw his shoulder.
Oh yeah, his shoulder. Yeah. That was really funny.
What the fuck are they feeding the FRM dudes? Like, they're just hurting themselves doing basic things. Like,
okay, but those are two very differently sized men. Like, Zane Smith is probably closer to WaveAround's build, and I'm probably closer to Lane Riggs' build. No offense to Lane Riggs, you aren't as fat as me.
No, he's saying
like,
you
Zane
are.
Smith is oh my god, no. But like, Zane Smith is a small guy. He's not a big dude. He is a small guy. I'm taller than Zane Smith, but he's a thin dude. He's thin and athletic. But Lane Riggs is a big guy. He's a bigger dude. He's not like Austin Hill fat, but he's a little.
He's close.
A bit of meat on him.
He's creeping on Bobby Hill.
No, he's
creeping
not.
on Bobby Hill, dude. Creeping on it. But with the power of like a steady, healthy
it's just
diet,
the 10-pack of abs under his fire suit.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't either.
Be surprised.
But it's Jesus.
Anyways,
we're all going to hell. All right, WaveAround. What's your thoughts on Lane Riggs 10-pack? I mean, should non-cup drivers get it?
Sorry, Freudian slip.
It depends on the dominance. I mean, if they were dominant enough in a lower series, and you've got a guy in Cup that maybe should get in, but didn't quite do as much in correlation to their series, I would say yes. I mean, it's silly to restrict it just to Cup, because there are guys that have never done Cup and were dominant in other series.
Well, we're stuck in a like mid-tier to low-tier ride in Cup, and it's like, I mean, sometimes you go to Cup for the money. And it's like, you don't always go there for the glitz and glamour of getting a high-tier ride. Sometimes you just go there, and some of these mid-tier drivers, like, they're making good money just running the mid-pack. Like, there's not a doubt in my mind that, like, a David Reagan was making a couple million a year just running at Roush Fenway, and then probably just over $1 million at Front Row. And it was like they were probably making in the 6 figures. I mean, obviously they're bringing sponsorship, but they used to make a lot more money than they do now, because now you got to bring sponsorship, and if your sponsor's bringing enough money, then you get paid out of the sponsorship. You're not really, very few drivers, probably like Larson and like your Hendrick guys, not Bowman, probably some of the Joe Gibbs guys, probably not Ty Gibbs. Now, and like some of these top tier guys, like they're getting paid. Like Kyle Busch is definitely getting paid. Like there's no doubt. Like he's not going anywhere without getting money. Like bar none.
He's not driving in the back to just come home without a paycheck.
No, he's getting a nice paycheck. We've gone away from, again, we need to steer back to some of the better things in the past. where we can get there with just a few small changes. And we get there, and those drivers were running more than just Cup weekends at the time. They were running those lower series too. They earned that money. Like these guys, like it was not only was it their full-time job, it was their full-time job. Like they weren't spending time with their big families. And that's a big toll on those drivers. But if you're getting generational wealth doing this shit. You have the best job in the world. You get to drive a car in circles at 200 miles an hour every weekend. That's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
I do want to finish my comments though. I didn't get to finish.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I will scold you afterwards. It's all right.
Okay.
You dumb motherfucker. What are you
Okay.
Oh, fuck. No, sorry, Wave. That got very real, and I want you to know that's how it is behind the scenes. Curtain Pole, Drew's a dick. That's what the D stands for. No, so the point I was trying to make is like Randy LaJoy, like his career, if you look at all of it, he's got those 2 championships. But other than that, I mean, what really stands out? Not much. But
you drove for front row. Oh, wait, sorry.
I hate to break it to you, but that's not a grand thing to admit sometimes.
Definitely not at that time either.
I know you love to really boast him up, but like, bruh, come on, they're only just getting good now.
I know.
Much love to FRM. I do love an underdog team,
trust me.
But
trust me, dude. I was making a joke.
Anyway, but like with what he's done for like safety in the sport, like I think that like far outweighs his, like racing career, and I think something like that should guarantee him like a spot in the Hall of Fame at some point. Obviously, I'm not going to say this year because it's already crystal clear Harvick's going to be, in for sure, and I'm almost positive it's going to be Biffle as well. Because if they stiff Biff like post mortem, I will riot.
I think they know that wouldn't be a smart idea.
Oh no, and especially in the fashion we lost him and his family, very tragically. It wouldn't be great. So yeah, no, I think it should really just matter on more of the impact they've made in the sport as a whole versus just like their driving ability. Like
it should be an equal weight.
Well,
or like a 75-25 or something. Then again, you gotta look at it case by case, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't really compare like 2 different dudes and kind of just like based off their eligibility, off of like who did better than who. It should be more of like the imprint they leave on the sport. Like Dale Jr., dude, love the guy or hate the guy, he was NASCAR Jesus in the 2000s and into
and now it's kind of turning into Chase Elliott.
No, it's definitely Chase Elliott now.
Yeah, but
which I don't like to say because I really hate liking the most popular driver, but like he's my dog, so like I just kind of just.
I mean, you probably loved Alan Gustafson after this one,
dude. I sent him so many very sultry messages on X. I was like, usually this is behind my OnlyFans paywall, but you can see me take the tires off.
Why?
Yeah,
Drew. Why?
No. So the point I'm trying to make though is like the imprint you leave on the sport should play a factor on if you're in the Hall of Fame. This is probably a very dumb thing to compare it to, but the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the
There's
people
a lot
that
of crossover with wrestling and NASCAR fans. You'd be surprised.
No, I know there is. I have a whole comedy bit on how the two are oddly similar in very different ways. But we don't have the time for that. And also, I haven't finished it. But anyways, like a lot of the guys that get in, people look at their wrestling career primarily in WWE. But like a lot of those dudes they raced for other wrestling companies, as one does as a pro wrestler. No, they were in other promotions, and like they probably were like champions in those promotions. So like a lot of people will shit on like these dudes getting in the Hall of Fame without really like looking at everything that they've done, or if not that, like what they've done outside of the ring as well. Like if they were just like awesome people, or like I don't want to say like a humanitarian, but like they were out just helping folk or whatever. I think that should really be considered, and and I'm thinking the same thing with NASCAR drivers. I guess Randy LaJoy would be like my best example. Like his career was mid, but what he's done with safety, like miles better in his racing career, and I think that alone should get him in the Hall of Fame. I definitely agree with both of you though when you say that champions should have an honest shot, and regardless if it's in Truck, O'Reilly, or Cup.
Even like in lower, like Arca modifies late model, like if you're in the weekly, I don't care if you're in the weekly series, you're still a good driver. Don't get me wrong, you just may not have the funding, but you got to be doing other stuff too, right? And like I'm not saying like, oh, you just have one Arca championship, you're in the conversation. Talk about you got to do other stuff. The lower you get, the more you got to do, right? But
yeah, so I definitely think though having a championship. I'm not going to really qualify those other divisions. Not because I think.
What about Frank Kimmel, who has so many ARCA championships, and he was a good driver in other series, but like he was above average in the other series, but he had so many, and that was when the ARCA series, like you had a lot of Cup guys doing that stuff too, and like you gotta consider it there. It's like these are the stuff that I bring as the not me, but like. Just bring to the table of this is the conversation that it should be had, and we shouldn't just say, "Oh, you're an ARCA driver," because back then ARCA wasn't what it is now. I mean, ARCA it gets a lot of shit. It's slowly getting back to where it needs to be as that good developmental start point for a lot of drivers. But there's a lot of you still had to at that point. You still had to be a great driver to win races, man. Like you got to win a lot of races and do that. Like he had over 90 freaking wins in that series, man. That's a lot of wins.
Well, I'm not gonna say that's not a lot of wins. It's clear that's a lot of wins.
That's multiple seasons.
My thing is, I really think we should limit it to dudes that race in the top 3 divisions, and that's no shade to ARCA, but
should you consider like a Ryan Newman? 5 or so
years ago, NASCAR didn't even own ARCA, so just to me still
what about a Ryan Newman who does a lot of modified stuff?
The dude also won a Daytona 500 and has 20 plus wins.
but should the modifieds factor into part of his and also the amazing stuff in NASCAR?
That is the forgotten
NASCAR 05
series. Yeah, that is the forgotten series in NASCAR. I don't know. I mean, I think
I love the modified drivers are some phenomenal drivers. They are phenomenal.
I guess where I'm at with that is just I think I don't know. I still think it should just really if you have any pedigree in the top 3, and then you just factor in everything else that they've done outside of it too.
That's fair. I can agree with that.
Mario Andretti's in our Hall of Fame.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so outside of one Daytona 500 win, what else did he do in NASCAR? And that's no shade at Mario Andretti. The guy's a fucking legend. But, he went out and did all this other insane stuff.
If it is under the NASCAR banner, it should definitely be considered, in my opinion.
Well, and also...
Yeah, I mean, top 3 series should have, 90% of the weight, right? And then the other stuff. I mean, but if, you're doing humanitarian, it gets, I look at things, I like to score things on a rubric. If you're grading a kid's stats, right? It's all right, I mean, there's correct, right and wrong answers, but if you're, assessing them on certain things, all right, present this. There's a rubric they gotta do, right? And, I look at it like that, because that's the ultimate fair way to do it, right?
Well, so. I mean, and I'll say this, too. I mean, if Greg Biffle never did what he did for that hurricane relief 2 years ago, I would have never been so gung-ho for him to go into the Hall of Fame, outside of the fact that I thought he was a dog. Because I don't remember how exactly I found this out, but I learned a couple years before he met Cletus that he was kind of like a shithead, a great shithead, he knew how to have fun. I genuinely don't know why I knew this. But I was just dude, Greg Biffle's the fucking man. And I remember talking to Ben about it, too, back in 23 when I was trying to get him into NASCAR. I was like, dude, guys like Greg Biffle, fucking beast. He's driving a shit car now. But, dude, back in the day, dude, the Biff made me stiff. No homo. But, if he never did that, I wouldn't have been dude, get him in the fucking Hall of Fame, because not only because he did that, but that if he's doing stuff like that, what else has he done that just nobody talked about? I mean, the guy had 0 social media presence till his wife kind of came into his life and started opening that up to him. So Lord knows what else nice he's done, and it's when you have an impact like that on people, I don't know, all my favorite people were just fucking standout people, flawed in some ways, but they were all like that. And to me, that there should have been dude, get this guy fucking in, this guy's great, But yeah, I still think though we should really focus on the top 3 divisions, everything else beneath it. Not saying they suck, but I mean, let's face it. The show's the top 3. If you want to make
they're
the
the
show,
ones that are aired nationally on television.
Yeah. If you want to watch the other ones,
Arca's
you can go to Flow
half
Racing
aired,
now.
but it's half aired. If Arca gets a full Fox slate or something, all right, then we can consider it. But once we, I mean, we could probably assess this in 5 years and see where we're at. I want all of our series to get more viewers, right?
Yeah.
You know, that's great for everyone. That's great for the money of the thing, and that means purse money goes up.
All right. Well, I think we've slaughtered that horse by now, and we're an hour and a half in, so we need to blow through
all of these things.
Yeah.
Dumbass fans thinking it's rigged. Fuck you. Next thing. Turn the fucking cautions. My God. 20 fucking laps is not acceptable. I don't care. Oh, this is cause for cutting. Shut up. It's like a spin shouldn't be 20 laps. I get that it's a short track. All right. The top 5 in a row.
That's very fueled up.
For our audio viewers, I did like the hand point thing of like, what the fuck are we doing? And then no one's listening this deep, so who cares?
Yeah.
5 in a row for...
No, don't.
5 in a row for JRM. Good for you. Good for you. Good job. Clap, clap, clap. Points in all the series, they're there. And then our race picks. All right. Wave around. You're picking for Ben, because I don't think he gave it. So pick Cody Ware.
Watch it be the upset win next weekend.
I'll do Denny.
Okay.
Denny Ham Tits. Nice.
There's no cup race. We don't need to pick. What am I doing?
Right. Yeah, no, that's right.
That's right.
Easter, everyone.
Rockingham.
What am I going to do on Sunday now?
Praise the Lord.
So do I pick trucks?
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to pick Lane Riggs because if I do, he'll do poorly. So I pick Chandler Smith or any Tricon driver ever. But bro, the one race I don't pick Lane Riggs, he wins.
I'll pick Lane Riggs.
Wait, are we picking for?
Not. No one's listening this part.
Okay.
Drew, pick a guy.
Fuck. Who do I think's gonna have the best Easter? Man, Ryan.
You think it's gonna be Frankie Muniz? Great. Evelyn, thanks for watching.
All right. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, Malcolm. Give me that guy. All right. Well,
I'm such a dick. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. This is why we love you. All right.
Fucking mouth movement.
Well, yeah. So usually we end with tagging our socials, but because that's usually Ben's department, and I am very poor at properly setting up for a fucking podcast.
Just look up NASholes and you'll find us.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can find us on NASholes, whatever, on X.
And look at WaveAroundDesigns. He's fucking goated.
Yes,
he's even more goated than us.
Yeah, do an actual plug for your shit.
Yep, sure. Follow me. Design schemes. I'm gonna get a car on track this year.
Now,
yeah, brother.
Now, will you also do anime if given the right amount of money?
It would take a lot of money.
I'll have my guy call your guy. We're gonna be getting some NASCAR anime.
Party in this.
An anime car that would work.
Driven by who the hell senpai? What the hell?
I think on that wonderful note.
Yeah.
And I think on that wonderful note, like Biff.
Yeah. As always, guys, be like Biff. Follow us on socials, and I don't know. Don't do drugs unless they're
or do. I don't care.
You're an adult, hopefully. Actually, don't. Just don't do them.